There we go.
You got it?
Yeah, you on live right now.
All right.
Let me know if you go to yours. Let me know if you hear some feedback.
I don't hear no feedback.
Okay, are you watching the video right now?
Yes, I can see the video.
Okay, and you can see you popping up too?
I'm popping up too.
All right. Now, what I have to figure out how to do, I think now that we got both of us in here, we should be able to add more people to it. However, Scotty the vlogger is kind of MIA right now.
Dang. I hope you like our channel. All right. Snakefoot Coins just subbed. All right. Douglas Fairchild just subbed. Dang. This is all within like the last 7:31, 7:34. Bobby Holloway has just subbed. Dang. Where am I at? Dude, I started this day like at the 6:40 or something. I did a lot of network today too, man. I did a lot of networking today, man. I was trying to get you as many subs as you could so this wouldn't happen. But
What happened?
we got Brian in there though. Brian made it.
Brian made it. And we live right now, so we probably gonna get some people in here. I said we live right now, so we probably gonna get some people in here shortly.
You're live like that?
Yeah, yeah. Go to the YouTube. Go to my page. Go to the video. We live.
Is it?
Yeah. We live right now. We both popping up. That's why I was asking you if you was getting any feedback as far as because I'm talking and also you coming through the speakers.
Let's see.
You were actually on the thumbnail of this video. You were actually on the thumbnail of this video. You were actually on the thumbnail of this video.
Woo! All right.
So it looks like I'm getting the hang of this OBS thing slowly but surely, team. It's tough, but I'm getting it down. I'm getting it down more and more.
I wonder who else is in there.
We got a couple more people in here right now.
All right.
You know, say hey in the chat if you haven't already. Stop by the chat, say hey.
Say hey, hey. Hey, hey. So I think Sugar Bay went live.
Yeah.
At the same time you went did the first time. Let's see. Where's that clip I was using? All right, he's typing and all of that in there. He's typing all of that. I'll give y'all a little peek real quick. All right. All right, that's all y'all get.
Oh, did you give us a little something? Oh.
This is your show. This is your show, man. I'm waiting on you.
No, I just seen it. I was looking.
I gotta finish this video. You know what I'm saying? So I got like 5 minutes on this, man. It's your show, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. I know I'm handling it. This is what the show is about, testing the Google Hangouts. So appreciate you.
Cook some cook something. Drop some knowledge or something.
Well, I don't have too much knowledge on this. That's why
You
I'm
got papers.
testing it.
You know papers right there by your hand? It looks like you do.
Some papers? Now I got all the instructions off the internet.
Let me see. Let me get my IG pumping. Dang, support.
Appreciate the support too.
No, she left. I didn't know you left. Oh, let me mute my mic.
And again, I appreciate you, Will's World, for going through this with me. Just trying to test everything out.
What's wrong with her cough?
She just, keeps.
Appreciate everybody stopping in here today.
Allergy type thing.
Will's decided to unmute his mic.
All right. Let's see, I gotta go back into the garage. Where's my teacup at, man?
You don't need me, huh? I know, I see.
Trying to finish this video.
Scotty, what's good, man? We've been waiting for you, brother. We've been looking for you, my brother. How you doing? I just been doing this right here, man, trying to set up the Google Hangouts with the OBS software with the live stream chat. So I just been trying to get it all set up. I finally was able to pull Will's World into the live stream chat. So it's pretty interesting at this point. All I need is a suit, huh? I don't know about that, Scotty. I'm gonna start wearing my own merch. I'm gonna wear my own merch, but I don't know if it's gonna be a suit though, my brother. Matter of fact, Scotty, what you doing right now, man? Can we bring you into the live chat? Can we chat about a few things? I want to bring you into the live chat, but I think you must have Hangouts for that. I don't know. I don't know about dropping the merch just straight away, but I'm going to make my own merch and I'm going to wear it so y'all can see it. And then once I get enough of it, once I get some orders going, then I'll start selling it out. Then start making some orders. To do the live chat, first of all, did you get my message on Instagram, STVs? I sent you. Thanks, Scotty. I appreciate you, man. I sent you a link on I sent you I sent you a link on Instagram. Did you get that link, Scotty? I sent you a message. Because the reason why I ask, the way to get this thing going is you have to send me your Gmail address and I'll put it in and I'll reach out to you. But I sent you that message on the Instagram so that you could just put it in there. You don't necessarily got to put your Gmail on the air here. You know, I don't want all the ladies hitting you up by your personal Gmail and all that if you don't want that. You know what I mean? So. What do you, what do you mean by that, Will's World? Did he send you a message? But yeah, STV, do me a favor, reply back to that Instagram message I sent you and put your Gmail address in that message. Did Spade send you a message, Will's World? All right. Oh, Will's World, I thought you were still in the chat. I didn't even know you disconnected. I didn't even know that. Yeah, that's funny. I gotta just put that in. I didn't even. That's funny. All right. Let's see. So I'm gonna send you an invite right now. Um, all right. So let me know if you got that invite, STV, and we'll go from there. I know it. You know what? Right now we're still experimenting with the OBS and all of that, but what I'd like to do is get Scotty in here so that we can chat about a few things. You know, when it comes to the Nelman show, the topic could come from anywhere. You know, once the topic get to going, and then the sky's the limit. So, I'm gonna see if we can get Scotty in here. Scotty, did you get that invite? Oh, got you. Gotta have the app. Gotta have the app. All right, well, team, while we're waiting for Scotty to hop in, it's gonna be just a second, and then we're gonna go from there. Looks like we got 5 people in here right now. You know, don't be afraid to say hey, man. Say hello to the team. You part of the team too. So if you're in here watching, make sure you say hey. Make sure you jump in. Let us know how this thing is looking. And I'll be right back. Scotty, let me know when you're ready. Be back in about 2 minutes.
Yo, yo. We're live. Live and direct. Yeah. Yo, yo. Live and direct.
Are we in? Are we back?
We're back. Yo.
Scotty!
What's poppin', dude?
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and welcome Scotty to the show. What's good with you, man?
Yo, man, a lot's going on. Thrasher boy, hey, lit. Yo, dude, a lot's going on. But other than that, man, I'm just trying to maintain, keep my head up, keep doing these videos, keep making this music, doing my thing, man. How about you?
Man, same old same. Listen, if you watch my other videos, you see it was just green screen before, man. I'm just trying to take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I finally was able to get the OBS going. My lighting is decent. How am I looking right now? How's it looking?
You're looking good, man. Like I said, all you need is a suit, and then you'll top it off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Like I said, man, I've been practicing this the OBS. First, it was just going live, right? And then it was the OBS, and then it was using the Google Hangouts with the OBS, with the live. And so now I'm like mixing it all together. So I appreciate you hopping in here with me to do this live chat because I'm really just doing some experimenting right now.
I get you, man. Dude, yo, no problems. Like, my pleasure for you to like even hit me up and like get me on here. I appreciate that because this would be like I didn't go live like this on YouTube, but I went live with like Will multiple times on like Instagram and stuff. Just like, face to face type of stuff. But yeah, like it's definitely an experience, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's an experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And plus, on all the creator content videos, it's like they're doing all of this. And I'm like, man, I want to be a part of that whole thing. So I'm like, hey, we're going to be on one too. When we're going to get this thing cooking. Speaking of cooking, Sim Cooking was good.
Hey,
how you doing,
Sim? Yo, what's going on, Sim? Pleasure to have you here, man. Yo, keep making those lovely videos, man. I be seeing them, man. He be making all like the cooking videos, obviously. But
Right. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Shout out to Sim Cooking. So I was thinking this is gonna sound real crazy, right? But I was telling Will's World that like the other day you popped into my head and I was like, man, it would be ill. You might have to take your show on the road, Scotty. And I was thinking you might have to start popping up in different spots. Maybe hop on a Greyhound and go to another city just to do a quick vlog real quick. Like, you know what? Scotty in another city real quick. Take your show on the road, man.
Yo, dude, that's actually, thank you for telling me that because that definitely inspired me like right now. Just to go out, like go out more. I get you on that. I'm a very busy man. I'm definitely a workaholic, and I could tell you that the more that I, put my eggs in like different baskets, I see a big result. So with that being said, definitely going out to different states, different places, it's gonna make a big difference, and that's in mind. Like, that's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen.
Okay.
I just don't have an exact time when, but I know very soon. And I know when I do it, I just want to be with the right people. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, just the right people, the right crowd. And yeah, I'm trying to get my channel up to where like I can just go somewhere and people know me. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody wants that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, and that's why I'm like, it just popped into my head. I'm like, man, Scotty the vlogger, you're gonna be vlogging everywhere, you know, just popping up in different spots. Because after that one live stream, when you was talking to the mailman and all of that, I'm like, yo, Scotty is a people person, yo. He could talk to anybody. Like that was awesome because the people were intrigued by you, and you know, it was just a weird thought. I'm like, you know, just thinking about. Because how you could actually be, and it was just my thought. I was like, man, he'll be on the Greyhound or something, doing the vlog in the bus, get outside the new city, do a little vlog outside, you know what I'm saying? Just be in another city here and there. And, you know, you go make your way 20 cities down till you get to us here in our city. And, you know, then we can have a blast out here. Then you can shoot the Colorado Springs vlog.
Word. Yeah, yo, shout out to Colorado real quick, man. Everybody that's on the chat, I just want to say quick shout out to Colorado. Colorado is definitely a state that is, you know, on the rise right now, in my eyes at least. And I feel like everyone that doesn't know so much about Colorado, definitely tune into the people that's there. Because you got some very inspirational people out there, like Nailman, Will, Comac, everyone out there, you know, they're doing their thing. But with that being said, yo.
Whoa.
Speak of the angel. Speak of the angel.
Look who
What's going on, Sim?
Look who it is.
Sim is finally seeing me live in effect. What's going on, Sim, Daddy?
Man, we all are here.
I'm in the lab.
This is lit.
Hold on, I gotta
cut. Where you at, Will? Where you at?
Hold on, I got too much going on. I can't even hear this phone. Oh, there we go.
No, I was saying, where you at? Are you at the crib?
Yep. I can't even. Hold on, make my volume up.
Okay. But yeah, man.
That's crazy. I can just jump in when I need to. Let me get a blood in here.
Yo, no, man. We definitely you should definitely make this into like a daily thing or something, bro.
Absolutely. I'm gonna try to get some good topics. You know,
that project right there going.
I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna try to get it cooking, man, for real. Like I said, this is just the start of it. You know, and that's why I was really trying to make sure that I got some good feedback first. But yeah, I'm gonna start going live. I went live last night. I didn't have the OBS, but I was like getting my green screen more. I went and got some more green screen. As you can see, it's like looking. If you watch my video from last night, I'm sitting in the same exact spot.
I saw the video about that e-cig. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
I stopped smoking weed, so
right.
You know,
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Nothing wrong with that.
My phone. I almost just pulled this.
Yo, chill.
Will's is in the lab right now. Will's World. You finishing up a video or what?
Yep. You see it over there on the table?
Yeah, man.
Work, man. Oh.
Okay. Yo, Will. Yo, what kind of vlog is that, bro?
That's Comic-Con.
Oh, Comic-Con? Okay.
Yo,
how long is that Comic-Con?
Huh?
I said, how long has that, is the video?
How long is it?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I'm still over here tinkering.
Well, no, because didn't you shoot it?
It's in post-production.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see.
That's all you need to say.
Oh, there we go. It's a little sneak peek.
Oh, nice. We get a sneak peek into the wheels. Okay. Man, love it.
Okay.
Hold on, let me go back some. But I can't show you all of that.
You already showed it, my man.
What's going on, guys? Comac and Wills are back. I've nearly been away for a little bit. But
all right, that's it. I know. Picasso. I know.
He said, chill with that.
I know. Enough of that.
Awesome. Okay. Appreciate that, man.
That's funny.
And that's the thing, kind of like what Scotty was just saying.
It's so funny.
You want to check out Colorado?
In the damn newsroom. You need a suit, man. You need a suit for real.
You got to check out the Will's World Media, the Comac and Will show, because
dress shirt on.
That is Colorado Springs, and not just Colorado Springs, but just Colorado at its finest. Like,
yeah, we show Denver too.
To a lot of places, not just Colorado Springs.
Uh-oh. What's in that e-cig, though? Like, do you have to refill that e-cig up with something?
Nah, fam. It's just like a one. It's like a one-shot thing. You got to buy a new one. But
like a
I
cartridge?
literally bought, huh?
Like a cartridge?
China Empire, how are you?
It's like a long pen-looking thing. China, yo, what's up, China? Yo, China, yo, she mad lit, bro.
China, you trying to jump in the chat, China?
Yo,
How
China,
are you
yo,
today?
chat, China.
Then China invite.
China, do you want to get in the chat? We experimenting with this the Google Hangouts today. This is my first time doing the OBS and the Hangouts. I just had to put it all together today.
Yeah, a lot of people are trying to do what you're doing right now.
What?
Like this whole OBS thing with the people in here, and
all right,
people are trying this.
Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in. We'll be here.
I'm gonna do it. Hey, okay.
For real? That's what's up.
Hey,
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I definitely see this like thing. I
be right back. Got up out of here. They're going way too hard.
What happened?
China was like, they're going way too hard. I'm up out of here.
So it looks like we got about 5 people in the chat right now. If you're lurking, that's fine. You know, nothing wrong with lurkers. I'm a lurker myself.
What thumbs up?
Me too.
But you know, you can just say, hey, don't be afraid to say hello. That's why I put the message down there. Which once again, I put that message down there.
I'm still hungry.
Because I'm just experimenting. Right now, I'm experimenting with the OBS. And so I was just kind of wanting to put in a little bit. So hope y'all like that.
Yeah, man. Yo, man. How much setups do you have? Like, because I see it's like the.
Hold on, Wills. Can you mute for a second? Because you're doing a lot of feedback. We can't really hear that well, my friend.
Hold on. Me mute. My bad. I forgot about that part of it.
Ooh. Tired.
Now go ahead, Scotty. What were you saying?
Nah, Will's a clown, bro. I was saying that the background that you have, like the globe in the back, like how many setups do you have? Like, is it different setups or not?
There are different setups. I just thought this was the kind of the cool one. I just was going on and I was just looking for different stuff. So I do have different backgrounds. But this like new set, I just thought it was awesome. So I'm like, I'm about to go live like this.
Yeah. Cool, man. No, yeah, it looks nice. I just was like wondering, just out of curiosity, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I actually went through them. As a matter of fact, watch this. Let me see if I
set up.
I'm gonna do a little experiment right quick.
All right.
I'm gonna get mine set up like this one day.
Yo, let me buy that hat, bro.
All right. I'm gonna get one that says Scotty Live.
Scotty Live. Yeah, that'd be lit, bro. Yeah, how do you make the hats? Do you just go online?
Yeah, I just ordered it from eBay for like $12.
So somebody makes it for you?
Yeah, you just send them like what you want in there and just type it and they make it. Cool. $12. It's good for promotion.
I see you now, man.
Dope. Yeah. You got the Boca background?
Yeah. Yeah, Scotty wanted me to. I'm just showing Scotty the background.
Oh, bro, you doing the forest, bro?
Oh, you like the forest one?
Yo, that one's good too. With the globe.
Yo, put the forest on, bro. Yo, we about to go hunting.
I wish you could put something that's moving.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
You can.
That's sick too, though.
You can put something
that's sick too, though.
You know what would be really good for you now, man?
What's that?
If you download more presets for like the background, like for example, like let's say we're gonna talk about like the world or something for like a certain day, and the globe
cooking
in the background. You know what I'm saying? Put the
cooking.
in the background.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's a great idea.
My background should
just like different things, you know.
Well, then let's talk about the woods right now. You know what I'm saying? Since we're here,
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you watch that Will's World Pikes Peak ep, it looked a lot like this. You know, we were kind of dodging and dipping through the trees for a little bit, and there's actually one shot where you see this deer. Um, and that we were kind of in there. We were in the mix of it all at that moment. When you seen the deer, and it was like, look, just like this. It was really awesome, actually. And then it was like people were behind us and in front of us, but it was like in those trees, they you didn't really even know they were behind you until they were right on your heels because of the forest. It was actually really crazy. And Wills had dropped his hat. Sam, Wills had dropped his hat and he didn't know. So we were all the way up there and somebody had grabbed his hat and they actually gave it back to him and we were up a ways, but then people had kind of just popped right up on us like, hey, this your hat? It was a crazy thing.
Yo, quick question. When you was in the video, what was it? The one you just said, like the peaks.
Yeah. It's Pikes Peak.
Pikes Peak, yes. Did you guys go to the mountain or were you just like strictly in the woods? Because I didn't really get it. Like I seen you guys in the woods and then like you guys were in like the guys going up the mountain or something. And then he like I think Will picked up snow. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, where did you get snow at?
That's crazy.
So if you look it up, we actually went on, it's called Pikes Peak from the Crags. Hey, Wills, you popping and locking again, my friend.
For real?
Yeah.
Must be my mic or something.
Yeah, I think so. But it's called Pikes Peak from the Crags, right? So it starts out, the reason why it looked like that is because there are different levels. Like we were low, so we were still in the tree line. And then as we started getting higher, then it started getting more of a mountain. And then we got to the point where we got to the tree line where there was not enough oxygen, for the trees. So all the trees are gone at that point. That's when you pretty much just see the rocks.
You would have loved it, dude.
Wow.
You would have loved that hike right there.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, nature is definitely something that I feel like people should experience more often, because a lot of the time I feel like people are
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm trying to make sure my mic is right. All right.
No, I was just saying, like, I feel like a lot of people like don't go out, especially to the woods. Like the woods are good.
Shout out to Sim. Oh,
Sim, cool people, Sim.
Sim has a dope chat, but as you were saying, Scotty, you need to go with us, man. Come down here and take Pikes Peak with us, man. There's a lot of stuff. You gotta do the incline for sure. The incline would be that's the first man test.
Scotty, do you do a lot of working out? Do you do you go to the gym and all that?
Yeah, I do. I don't go to the gym. I don't got the money for it at the moment. But I have like the whole pull-up bar 90px thing at the crib. So I just do that whenever I feel like I need to do it.
Got you. Okay.
Exactly. But yeah, man. Do you work out?
No, I don't really work out. I just do stuff like the incline, and I do like Pikes Peak.
You used to bench press a lot.
I used to work out, and I'm gonna start working out again soon. So you guys will see the progression of the nail man. You'll see this video, and once I start working out, maybe 6-7 months, I'll be looking.
6-7 months.
I'm saying in 6-7 months, I'll be looking a lot different.
Are you gonna go live every day from now on since you got the ultimate setup?
I don't know about every day, but I'm definitely gonna attempt to go to live a lot more often.
Why not? Me and Scotty go live every day. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
It ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
You rock it every day, man.
People go live every day.
Yo, now, man.
Yes, sir.
Another question.
This is a dope setup, though.
With your channel, so you said that you strictly want to make it live streams or what else? You know what?
I do want to do live mostly and mainly, but I am going to like Will's. He's inspired me to do some edits and do some things like that. So you may see some You may see
projects.
some videos, some videos from me, but
Some short films are definitely coming.
for the most part, I'm just going to be doing the live streams. I'm going to try to actually get more of a podcast going. So you're going to start seeing guests, like actually in studio with me. I'm going to start trying to have that sort of thing going on. So like I said, this right now, I'm just experimenting with the OBS and with these things because my platform is going to soon. It's going to be more of a like I said, a podcast and that sort of thing here soon.
It's already a podcast.
It is always a podcast, but this is
it's already what now?
Right, you're right.
Spotify.
Yo, Wills, your mic is very sensitive.
It is, bro. I can hear a lot of movement. Can you hear us?
He can hear us. I think he just muted it, so that's awesome. But yeah, I don't really work out.
Now?
Yeah, now you're good. Now you ain't like
really?
It's like a whole lot of clicking and clacking.
That's when I had headphones in. I don't have headphones in. Is it fine?
Yeah. Now you're good. Now you're not cutting it
out.
Very clear.
Like if you just I don't know if you have your setup so that you can see when you're cutting in and out, but every time you talk, I cut out, you cut in.
Oh.
But back to what I was saying though, I'm probably going to start working out here soon. I'm going to get a weight bench and everything. So I'm going to start working out. But as far as like the incline, you got to Google these things, STV. Like the incline, if you watch the Wills and Comac or Comac and Wills show, it actually, you'll see the incline. Now the incline is like just a bunch of stairs going all the way up. And it's something that some people in the city do maybe once in their life. Some people do it once a year. Some people do it once a week.
Once a year, baby.
But this year, I've done it probably maybe 5 or 6 times within the last 3 months.
You didn't do that balloon glow this morning?
I was thinking about going tomorrow morning, actually.
Okay.
I'm still debating on that one.
Oh, no, man. You know what you should do? Since you said that you're going to work out, you should definitely make a playlist. Because by making playlists, you gain your watch time as well. And then you gain another audience. You gain like an audience that can be like strictly for that playlist too. Like if you want to make a playlist for your like working out sessions and name it like I don't know, just something catchy, but it has to do about like working out.
Yeah.
You gain like a little fan base for it, bro. I feel like you'll be good on that too.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It'll be nice to see my progression.
Yeah, man.
Scotty, how long have you been doing YouTube, dude?
Huh?
How long have you been doing YouTube, like total as a whole?
As a whole, I've been on YouTube since 2013, and then I took a big break because I thought that YouTube wasn't good for me, and I just was I was just messing up. I wasn't really taking it serious. And then I stopped for a whole year in 2013. And then I went back at it again around 2014. Then I stopped again because I was moving. And then I just didn't use YouTube ever since. And then I recently started to pick back up on it around I want to say 2017, 16-ish. And then ever since I've just been at it. And that's when I made the second page. Oh yeah, I made the second page, which is this page I'm on. 2017, and then I just been at it. I don't know, bro. YouTube is definitely a good place to where if you want to just branch out and make videos. You know what I'm saying? But hey, exactly now, man. Thumbs up. Yo, everybody, thumbs it up. So yeah, man. YouTube is good. YouTube is life.
That is cool, man. That is cool. I don't know. I always.
Too.
What was that? What?
So there's so much more to come. This is like the baby chat. And the funny thing is, I can't even see the chat, so I can't tell if people are jumping in and out.
You can't see it?
No, I just see the Hangout stuff.
I feel you. Yeah. I'm on my YouTube right now. Like I'm on the internet, like at my computer.
Oh,
I
got
the
you.
chat too.
I'm just on my phone real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. This is great for us, and especially great for Nelman because I see you guys going far. I see Colorado going far.
Yeah, man.
And
we trying.
You know, we just got to keep going, keep transcending to the highest of the high. You know, we can't stop. We can't give up.
You said it, Scotty. You hitting it right on the head. I mean,
how long were you in that studio session the other night with Bakari?
Bro, that session took about like, I want to say about 2 hours. It was like a 2-hour sesh.
Was it free?
Chad, my boy. Huh?
Was it free time in there? Like, know somebody and it was cool?
The thing is with studios, like, they're very costly. But luckily, like, I knew the dude. And, like, I've been rapping at his studio since I was, like, in high school. So I have good connections with him. And I put Bakari onto him, like, a while back. And then, like, he just basically, like, hooked us up. But it was the first time the kid Chad that I showed.
Yeah.
It was the first time in the studio, and it was taking him long. So it took kind of long. But for the most part, like, dude, it was great vibes. Like, I haven't been in the studio since, like, in 2 years. Literally 2 years. So, yeah, dude. Like I said, bro, I'm a happy dude. You know, I'm very positive. I'm very optimistic. I have a lot of things in mind that I, like, put out in the world, like, in the universe. But reality is reality. Like, things hit me, you know? So when I take, like, a step back, sometimes it just be forever. But when I go back in it, it's cool. Like, I'm just, you know, back at it. I'm driven again. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So let me ask you this. Yesterday we did like a little bootleg show, just still testing the waters, but we still wanted to have real talk, and it was about MGTOW. Are you familiar with MGTOW?
MGTOW?
Yeah. MGTOW. Okay. MGTOW.
Yeah, I know it.
Do you know what that is?
What is that?
No, man. Can you please take this one? It's your show. Can you please take this one?
All right.
Please.
So last night we were talking about MGTOW. And MGTOW, I wish we had Comac in here. Shout out to Comac.
Oh, I texted him.
MGTOW or MGTOW.
It's a real thing. You can Google it while you sit there. Like,
you have the computer. You can actually look this up. MGTOW.
It's hilarious. But it's like,
Wills, did you want me to explain it, or would you go ahead and do it?
I'm sorry. I'm just getting too excited.
Okay, I'm just messing with you, bro. So the MGTOW is an acronym for Men Going Their Own Way. Brian's back. How are you, brother? I got it going. Yes, brother.
Yes, Brian.
I got it. I appreciate you coming back. Yeah, I told you this was gonna be a second. I got it rolling though. So shalom, and I appreciate you coming back. So we were just chatting about this topic I was going in on last night. MGTOW or MGTOW. The acronym is for Men Going Their Own Way. All right. Now, basically, they were talking about men taking accountability or self-responsibility and not necessarily looking at full-on relationships with women or marriage to that extent. And I guess it's also dealing with having multiple women. And that's kind of where we stopped. I'm like, hey, I don't know about, and again, I'm not the poster boy for MGTOW. I'm not MGTOW. I'm just saying, hey, if it's about men and I'm a man, I just want to know if I'm like, do I need to be a part of this thing, or do I need to like put any thought into it? So I guess it's about, you know, people you know how some men they get caught up in the whole thing with women in relationships. Some men get taken advantage of. You know, they take some women take the kindness for weakness. But I mean, the same things definitely happen with men too. Like men are definitely taking the situation for granted, taking women's kindness for weakness. So I'm just like, what is MGTOW? Do you feel like women are taking you for granted, taking your gentleman nature for granted? And do you feel like you need to step away from relationships with women as far as like taking it to the point of marriage and these things? Well, what do you think about that, Scotty?
Wow. Well, I can let you know this. Me as an individual, I have I have a lot of trust issues due to a lot of experiences. Due to a lot of experiences of like back in the past. Like I'm not the one to dwell on past relationships and just the past in general, but I could tell you that I'm growing every day. We're all growing every day. We're all learning every day.
Okay.
And shout out to the women there. Shout out to the women that actually hold it down and that is there for you. But I definitely, I'm not looking for a marriage at the.
See, he's
at
a
the
MGTOWer.
I mean, I'm only 22, fam. but marriage is definitely a beautiful thing. I just don't want to be in a situation where I have to, like, let's say, for example, I am buying a house, or no, that's too easy. Let's say that like I have to do something with the bank, right? Like I have money and she has money and she wants to like join accounts and she gets mad because I'm not going to join my account with her. I'm like, don't take it personal, baby, but like that's just me into the whole like paranoia, trust issues, just within myself, like not even having to do with women, just like that's just me. But like I was just like, I'm just like, hey, I still love you. I still have full like understanding of where you're coming from. Just like that's not what I want, or that's not what I want to do at the moment. So with that being said, I feel like if you have a good head in your shoulder, like you as a man, and you find, you know, that special woman that can understand who you are as a person and that doesn't want to change you into someone else, I feel like things can work out. Things really can work out.
Okay, no, you're diving deep right there. I like that. I like that.
You know
See, so Will's what he's saying is he's not a MGTOWer. Do you see? He's not necessarily going his own way. He still loves women, especially the good ones. It's all about the good ones.
He didn't want to get married though. He didn't want to come over to the dark side.
Hold on, y'all. Let me check the chat. Brian just dropped some info. Hold on, let me check the chat.
Okay, let's check the chat.
I can't see the chat.
Let's see the chat.
Okay.
What's that, Brian? Shalom.
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 There we go. Okay, now let's get into that, Brian. See, I knew you was here for a reason, brother. I knew. Let's get into that. First and foremost, again, we live in Colorado, so
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Okay.
Yeah.
And the way that, you know, it's crazy because the sister feels like she knows what you need more than what you know you need, right?
Yeah.
So with the whole MGTOW situation, a lot of that also comes from the girlfriends, right? The family, they're telling you that your man is no good, or that he got some ulterior motives, or that he's doing this, that, and the third thing that he don't got no business doing, when realistically you don't necessarily know what's going on with the person, right? So
exactly.
That's crazy that you actually medicating, you know, for your benefit, and that's sad, actually. You know, that someone else can convince someone, you know,
very
that
unfortunate.
you.
Sorry, Brian.
I'm sorry to hear it, brother. But yeah. So let me ask you this, Ryan. Are you a MGTOW? Like, do you feel like women definitely take the situation for granted? And now that you actually need some help,
Hey, story time.
story
What's
time.
up? What's up?
No. Again, I'm not saying I'm even that. I'm not necessarily MGTOW. I'm just asking questions. So this is not just for us guys. In fact, this is for you too. But women do have I'm reading, women have a control culture of reinforcement with each other. Yeah, but
story time.
And the thing about it is,
my bad,
the whole reinforcement thing ain't necessarily right. A lot of that may be based on unhappiness, you know, because misery loves company. Misery loves company.
Exactly. Very true.
You know,
but like I was saying, like that was, it's totally unfortunate that happened to Brian, but like I feel like it all comes back into the way how the girl is feeling inside too. Like if she feels like she's worthless, or if she feels like she doesn't have like a word to say in the relationship or just in the household, like she may feel like she's down a level, like she has to like do something. Like what I'm getting at is it all comes back with self-love too. Like if that girl is that petty enough to do that to Brian, how does she truly feel about herself? You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, I feel like, yo, you got to just love yourself, and you got to do what you have to do in order to like keep surviving and keep maintaining. But if you find someone that keeps doing that to you or does that to you the first time, find a way to go, or just say it how it is, say it straight up, and you know, however they take it, they take it. But I get you, man. Like Brian, once again, very unfortunate that happened to you, man, and just keep your head up, fam, because it's challenging out, man. It's challenging.
A couple things. Story time. Thank you. The way that this live chat started, I was experimenting with the OBS software and the Google Hangouts and everything, and I was able to kind of get these guys in. So I thank you, and I appreciate you checking it out. Brian, Scotty hit it right on the head. Women unhappy because they have not fulfilled their role and they haven't taken more responsibility to carry. Yes, absolutely.
Well, Brian, let me cut you off there real quick, buddy. I feel like not all women are like that, but a good majority are like that because maybe, you know, their father wasn't there, or I mean, there could be so many things in my head, but there's a little hope in the culture.
So what I'm thinking is, not to cut you, Scotty, but see, so maybe this MGTOW thing is a movement for certain men who are fed up with their certain situation, because
I identify with it a little bit.
We know that there are great women, and obviously there are not so great women, which men are the same way. That's the thing. We be acting up too.
We do.
So I think it really does boil down to, you know, self-happiness, and maybe not necessarily being able to, I guess, find fulfillment in this life without necessarily having to go down the path of marriage, because it might set you up for a situation where you might, you know, unfortunately get, you know, left behind. You know, unfortunately, everybody, the way that I see it is like everybody has to die sometime. And so just thinking about that, nothing lasts forever, I guess, not one thing. And I feel like maybe not even the love that you might have once had at the beginning of the relationship. But I feel like if you decide to put yourself in a relationship, you kind of have to have the discipline to stick with that relationship through thick and thin. And not necessarily taking all that information from outside people, you know what I'm saying, that aren't in the relationship. Unless it's unless we talking about multiple women in the relationship, that's the only way that multiple women should be able to have input on the relationship.
Problem is when you have 10 people telling you what you need to be happy and they listen to everyone, but the one voice they should.
Exactly. And that's the problem with the social media too. With the onset of this social media, somebody could just type something random and, you know, somebody might be feeling like, you know what, you're right about that, when that is just like the absolute wrong thing. So you're right. When people will take advice from anywhere, when they'll take the advice from a fortune cookie, they'll take advice from a bumper sticker, they'll take advice from people with no knowledge. You know, you got to be weary about the type of person that, you know, would just take information from anywhere. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, and what type of pretense did you meet that person under? Like those sort of things. Are they going to be able to stick with you when it's raining, also when it's sunny?
But you
feel me though?
That's real talk though. That's definitely real talk.
It's true though.
I mean,
the social media, they go looking for people who agree with them. Yeah.
And that's not hard to find. And it's not hard to find. All you got to do is Google an idea, and I'm sure there's a chat room for it, you know? And with there being so many followers these days, and I'm not even talking about YouTube, I'm talking about actually people just following what everybody says instead of, you know, having your own mind. That's where things get real messed up. That's why some folks.
Wait, now, man.
Yes, sir.
Now, man. Yo, segueing real quick to a different conversation, just real quick. Followers. I feel like when are we gonna ever be the leaders? When are we gonna ever all come together, like everyone in the world, and be the leader? Like, why do we always gotta look for a person who has a following or be a person who's gonna be a follower? Like, why don't we have the inner confidence that to become a leader? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
When is that ever gonna happen?
And you took the words right out of my mouth, STV. You took the words right out of my mouth, because that is exactly what I was gonna say. You know, realistically, if you're looking to be in a relationship with someone, that's a quality you're going to have to look for, because there are women out there who are leading the pack. That's for sure. Although they're, you know, it might be a small sum. Like, that's why I try to do this. Like, although I'm not really one to be in the forefront and have my face all in the camera, I definitely am a leader. And I have some information I could put out to help other people lead the pack, right? So it's like, that's why I'm here now, to help everybody become leaders as opposed to just being followers. And I think that's what this whole
it took us some time though.
This whole culture, I think it's shifting as we speak. I think this is the culture of being the leaders. The whole I am a creator, you creating your own content.
Right, back.
Manifesting your own reality in the universe. You know, I think
what you eating, bro?
I think this is the onset of that movement of leaders.
It's a veggie patty.
More leaders than followers. What you eating over there, Wes?
That's a veggie patty.
He's chomping and stuff.
Oh my goodness, Brian! You just dropped a jewel right there, my friend. You just dropped a jewel right there.
Mute my shit. This ain't no mukbang.
Management to be 2 voices, maybe 1, not 10. Yeah, yo,
Brian, drop the jewel right there.
Very, very smart, my friend. Very wise.
And you know, that's why some men don't even let their women hang out. You know, I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm like, man, go and hang out and all of that. But some men are just insecure about their women hanging out. But some men already know what time it is, especially if their woman has a low self-esteem. Those sort of things, like, nah, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. What you doing with that on? You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about being jealous or being about, it's like, I already know how you play. You easily, so people are easily able to get into your brain. Will's World, she said she just had a broccoli too with pasta, and what you're eating looks good.
In all reality,
I think I ate too fast, actually. My bad.
Cereal menagerie.
I was really hungry. Broccoli goes hard, though.
Dang.
But
Yo,
what Brian was said, Brian was going deep.
Brian got some straight facts out here, man. Yo, what woman hurt you, Brian, man? Who?
Well, he just said his woman left him because he was smoking weed. I mean, they legalizing weed all over the country. That's like leaving somebody because they smoking cigarettes at this point. Like, come on,
yeah, pretty much.
You feeling the type of way?
Is he in Colorado?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's in Colorado. I don't personally know Brian, but I appreciate him being here because
he just jumped in. He's one of our day ones.
Absolutely.
He's one of our day ones now.
Brian is dope, man. Brian is cool.
But
I like Brian.
So
yeah, the self-esteem thing, I think that right now, this particular thing is how we get it moving into a leader's culture as opposed to a follower's culture. Oh, you were in Florida, Brian? You're in Florida?
That's where Comac's from. I need to get Comac on here. Let me see if I can switch phones. I need to switch to this phone.
What is that? Is that the iPhone?
No, this is an LG phone. I'm on an iPhone right here is what you see me on. I need to get Comac in here.
Get Comac in here. Yes, bro.
He's got a little bit of MGTOW in him.
Tampa seems like a nice place.
Tampa?
Yeah.
I think that's where Mo is at. No, man.
Mo.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get in here. So I'm gonna drop on the iPhone.
I'm gonna send this out on my Twitter real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, tweet it out.
Tampa area. Okay. I actually been to Tampa one time, and I've been to South Beach one time, and I flew into Fort Lauderdale. So that's all my Florida experience. But South Beach was fun. I went on Memorial Day weekend. It was actually pretty awesome. Story time. You know what? I just got this going, right? I just got the OBS going. I just got the green screen going. So I haven't been going live often, but I'm actually going to start going live more and more. So hopefully you can catch me live a lot more. And if you're enjoying it, you know, give us one of these, you know, give us one of these. And I thank you for this, you know, for the support. I have a father in Tennessee. I moved here 2 years ago after Dad died to help Mom. Oh, I heard. Okay, man. Sorry to hear that. And so in Florida, though, it's moving along, though, in Florida, right? Aren't they about to start legalizing that?
Hey, story time, thanks. Yo, story time, you're the best. You know that?
Thank you. I appreciate you, story time. Yeah, yeah. Invite others, you know, because the conversation is open. Like I said, Brian actually is leading this thing, and I appreciate it. You know, I like to dive deep on all topics. That's what the Nailman Show is about. It's about diving deep and bringing the team together. That's why on my page, on my stream, we all a team. You know what I'm saying? And the team is a family.
All it.
We all the above. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's good. Good stuff. Good stuff over here, man.
It's crazy, man. But, you know, in all realness, Brian, like, especially if you've been smoking forever, you know what I mean? You have to wonder, was it really that, or was that just an excuse, right? Like, was that just an excuse for, you know, other reasons or that sort of thing? And so they just blamed it on this so that we really wouldn't have to delve into any real reasons. But, you know, because it's like, if you've been smoking, it's like, come on now, man. Especially now. It's like, come on now. And ultimately, even God, the whole God thing, like, you got to help yourself. If you want to be trying to get some blessings from anywhere else, like, you got to first work on helping yourself. That's what every religious book say you gotta help yourself so that the God can help you too. So if you smoking weed because that's what the doctor orders, then man, how can you hate that?
I mean, if you think about it, like if you're prescribed with it, or for example, if you have like a note saying that you're supposed to smoke or do what you have to do, like why are they gonna be mad about that? Like I just don't get that. I think they're just feeling like that out of pure jealousy. Maybe that could be, or I don't know, maybe they just hate you doing it, but they got to get over that too, because a lot of the times, a lot of people already have an image of how you are, but in reality, it's like that image may be completely wrong. Like you know what I'm saying? So she's always been on fence with it. And 10 years ago when I started, we separated for a while then. Well, you know what, man? I'm going to tell you this, Brian. I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people, especially women, like a lot of them want you to conform to certain things that make you feel happy.
Yes, sir.
Don't feel like you have
Can you hear that? I got Comac here.
To like make her feel happy because she wants you to do something that you don't want to do. You know, be yourself. Be yourself. Stay.
Well, Scotty's talking right now. Hold on. Let's Scotty talk that good game.
My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. I kind of said what I said. Well, I did say what I said. I don't know. All I was saying was, just don't conform to anyone's rules, man. And it may kind of sound harsh, but it's just honest. Like, exactly what Nelman said. You're all gonna pass away someday. Live your best life, whether you are 10 years old, whether you're 60 years old. Like it's your life. She can't control it. I've been real sick lately and think she's made what happened. She has to take care of for me. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about, Brian. That's what I'm talking about. Like, she could say it's just the weed, right? But it probably is more of the fear, and those sort of things. The fact that she feels like she's gonna have to take care of you. Those things, like maybe more, and so the weed is just really an easy scapegoat, right? It's just like, hey, you smoke the weed, I'm tired of it. Instead of really telling the honest truth about how she's really feeling, and what really stinks. Psychics Anonymous, how are you?
Hey,
but it really just stinks because it sounds like you had obviously had the situation been reversed. Obviously you couldn't see yourself going anywhere because of the medication that you're taking to make you feel better. You know what I mean? So it's frustrating in that regard, but it's like, I hope that, in this, you can, even look through the internet and find someone that is actually will be there for you, and not for, anything else. Psychics Anonymous, how are you tonight? We're just chopping up some good game. How are you today?
Leave a big fat thumbs up on the chat if you can. We're trying to get this going. We're trying to have real talk. I didn't mean to cut nobody.
Real talk.
I'm going back on mute.
Yeah, man. And again, it's crazy because this is where the thing comes from. When you run into a situation like this, then it's like, man, I'm finna go my own way as far as dealing with women. Like, you're feeling jaded. Like STV said. And STV, by the way, everyone, is Scotty the Vlogger. And I appreciate him joining us tonight. Also, Will's World Media. I appreciate you guys coming in. Is Comac in this thing?
Comac is in here. Our brother's in here.
World?
Man, you're gonna need a mod. I need you to right click on me.
Done. But yeah,
good live. Just hearing my inner thoughts brought out by you guys is comfort because it's hard to say where I speak this up.
It's life, man, and you are definitely not alone. And it is frustrating, especially when you're going through a thing,
Yep.
And that thing could be anything. And it's just frustrating when the person that was sitting next to you. Now they're like, now they're gone. That definitely is hurtful, and it's frustrating, and it's hard to deal with. But in this instance, they say everything happens for a reason. There's no such things as coincidence, and this is again one of the reasons why I'm doing this live stream, because you're here at the right place, right time. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. And I feel like if we can do lives like this, then we all can always have someone to at least be able to chat with and be able to talk to things about.
And we always need someone to talk. We always need someone to have that.
You come back?
Go ahead, Scotty.
Oh no, I was just saying that we all need someone to talk to. We all need someone to have our back.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's frustrating when that main person, like your day, the person you decide to, like you said, take that two voice and turn it into one, and now they decide to go their own way. That is, I guess that's WGTOW in this instance. I guess that's WGTOW.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's a crazy name. I'm still trying to grapple the name into my mind.
It is a weird concept, but to me, it just sounds like dudes that are just set up with the norm of just getting married, having kids, and following what their dad probably would have did. They're saying, what, let's stop that. Let me work on me first, and then get that maybe later or probably never. That's what it seems like to me. But it's still kind of a new thing, and it's still kind of, I don't even know if I'm fully with it because of who started it. And I forgot, Comac, you did the research, sir. Who started this? Was his name Yates?
Comac.
Anime? Yo,
Comac. He had all the information yesterday.
Comac, we just diving back into the MGTOW thing. And Comac kind of was shedding more light on it. He was getting more of the wiki definitions in these things.
Can we get Comac in the chat? Can we get Comac in the video chat?
Comac, can you oh, we were supposed to get story time in there, I think.
We can get story time in here? That'd be dope.
I think we were supposed to get her in there originally, and then she left. And she said she was gonna come back.
No, that was China.
Oh no.
Oh, that was China. Okay.
That was China.
Reggie Yates is the one that did the MGTOW. Comac, can we get you in the box? Can we get you in the live here with us, my friend?
Come on, Comac. Don't be afraid. Get in the box. Get in the box. Story time. What is up? Ooh. Oh man.
Scotty,
long day today, man.
What time is there? Is it 9:50, almost 10 o'clock there?
10:50 right now. But it's cool though because I'll be up until 3.
I'm a night out too. I'm a night out for sure.
Normally, yo, you got work tomorrow or no?
Comac, you're gonna have to either do you have my phone number, Comac? If not, you need to or Wills send me Comac's Gmail address so we can get Comac in this thing. Scotty, you tired, bro?
Just a little bit, tad bit. I've been up all day. I've been up until I was up at 6. Yes, I had to think about that. In the morning, 6 a.m.
Thanks, Comac. We're gonna. Wills, he already gave it to me.
I'll be right back.
You're supposed to send that in the to a text message, bro. You don't have all the ladies hitting up Comac's email, man.
Yo, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some more juice.
All right, man. All right. All right, Comac, we're gonna bring you into this thing, my friend. Give me 2 shakes.
Has that he has that email posted on his site. That's for his business community.
Okay.
So we know what we're doing.
See, Psychics Anonymous, you're silly. Look, see, that's hilarious.
Well, that's what it's for, though. That's funny, though.
That's a good one. See, yeah, that's funny.
What did Scotty say?
He said he had to go get some juice.
Everybody spam Comac Strickland. That's hilarious. No, but I have the email address attached to mine too.
That's cool. Is it your Gmail?
Huh?
Is it
you
your
have a Gmail for that? You're supposed to have like a Gmail for YouTube.
Right, absolutely. But I mean, his first name _, his last name, I didn't know was the Gmail he wanted to use type thing. You know what I mean?
Does Comac, what is he doing? Is he trying to get in the box, or what happened?
I think he's getting in. I just sent him the invite. Comac, did you get it?
I think he's going to do this on a computer.
Okay.
I'm doing this like on a phone. I think STV's back. Oh, there he goes walking in.
I'm back.
ST Vizzo.
Is Comac here?
He's working on it right now. He's on his way in. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and give me some juice too, fellas. I'll be right back. Team, I'll be right back. You know, if you like in the chat, give a thumbs up. If we dive in deep, I appreciate everybody in here. We got, it looks like 7 watching right now. Give a thumbs up, say hey, show some support to everybody in this chat. You know what I'm saying? We all here for each other, and I'm just here for y'all right now. Give a thumbs up, say hey, everybody in this chat.
Come back in the house.
Here for each other, and I'm just here for y'all right now.
What up, Scotty?
Hey, Comac. Bro, you gotta turn on mute. On mute, Comac. Put some headphones on.
This is chaos. What up, Scotty? This is hilarious. Yo, we got Joby over here. We got Joby.
Comac, we're gonna need you to put your headphones on or put your joint on mute, please.
We're all going crazy right now.
We're gonna need you to put your headphones on or put your joint on mute, please.
All right. Headphones. Where's my headphones?
Or just mute your YouTube, please, Comac. Just mute your YouTube.
One second. All right. The noise is killing us. The noise is killing us.
Live right now, sir.
Woo! That shit was fun. I didn't think it was fun.
All right. Looks like I have to wait to get some juice. Woo. That was a little intense there. It's a little intense. All right. Okay. Sorry about that, team.
All right.
Sorry about that. We just had a little bit of technical difficulty.
Where's my hat? All right.
All right. There he is. Comac Strickland, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Comac Strickland.
Bills is cracking. All right. Good headset.
Welcome to the show, Comac. Welcome to the show, my friend.
All right, I'm in. I made it.
Welcome to the show.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, I'm about to go get some juice. Looks like you're drinking a little juice right there yourself, Comac. I'm about to go get some juice. But if you don't mind, can you tell us about your views on the MGTOW situation right now?
Oh, yeah.
You still there, Comac? We waiting on you, brother.
You know, things are good. Midtown is sexier than ever, so it's been a fun summer, actually. Now, are we talking
like MGTOW, men going their own way? Remember we were talking about yesterday, Comac. Men going their own way, not getting married. Pretty much getting their money up.
I'm totally off. Yeah, we were talking about this. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yesterday.
It's been a deep thought kind of day. So.
Yeah. And you said you were good with MGTOW. You said you were MGTOWing.
My views on it, honestly,
Do you
You
believe
know,
in marriage, first of all?
like as the older I get, did I? I was probably just joking, all honesty, when I said that last night. Was that?
Okay. So do you believe in marriage?
I almost got married
Oh, really?
When you were young?
when I was
This is
younger.
getting-
Yeah, like it was actually there was. I did. Yeah.
Is Coleman still breaking up? So Coleman.
No, I think he's thinking. I think he's just thinking right now.
No, I'm hearing my audio coming in. It's delayed on top of yours, Will. So when you talk, I'm hearing my voice delayed from when I last
How's
spoke.
it happening?
Through somebody not being on a headphone.
He's talking weird. So Comac,
Yeah.
It's just somebody not being on headphones. So
Right.
you're hearing yourself.
Didn't get married.
I have never been married.
Okay, so after that situation, when you didn't get married, did
Uh-huh.
that make you want to go your own way after that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It wanted me to, it was kind of scary. Yeah.
So you were like, I don't want to be with another woman for
Yeah.
life.
Well, at first, yeah, at first it was like, I got to get through this funk. Like, I'm just going to not think about relationships for like 2 years.
Comac, do you see what Brian's saying?
It's good now though. Like, it's been so long, No, no. Let me check out the chat. I don't see what Brian's saying.
Yeah.
He said mute YouTube and put
Mute
on
YouTube and put on Hangouts. Oh shit. You guys are Jedi. Okay.
Don't hit this button. Nope. Go back over.
So mute YouTube. Bam. And put on Hangouts.
Yeah.
Bam. Is that better? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you fine, bro. I can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay, that's a lot better. It's not lagging. Thank you, Brian.
There we go.
Canatell. You were trying to tell me that.
Okay, is the echo gone?
I don't think the chat can hear us.
Yeah, the echo's gone.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry about that,
Can the
guys.
chat hear us?
You're good. But I was saying though, so at this point, are you still going your own way, or would you still get married? At this point, 2018.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Like, a part of me just feels like I don't even think like that anymore. And I love it because I used to.
Got you. Yeah, it's like you used to feel like you needed to do it, or was it just like
Yeah.
or what?
Growing up, seeing around it so much, like in my own, family and my friends. That's what.
I get you. I'm actually in a household full of women, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I got you.
Yeah.
I get you.
But I was blessed. I was in a very long relationship, like 15 years. So to me, that was like, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool though. That's cool. I feel like a lot of people get like mistaken of like what love really is, because I mean love is a real thing, but once again it kind of comes back into who you settle down with and how much you are willing to figure out what you want at the end of the day. Because once again, like you said, you were in that environment where you felt the need to just automatically get it, and it's like sometimes that's not what you need at the moment or at all.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Totally get you. That's I get you. It's tricky sometimes because when you start to go your own route, people start to look at you like, oh man, you're acting crazy, or like, oh, what are you doing? Why don't you have a girl? Like, you know,
Right.
You can't feed into that.
There's a couple
and that's
questions
what
in the chat, guys. There's a couple. I didn't mean to cut you off, STV. There's a couple questions in the chat. Before we answer it, I just want to thank everybody again for tuning in. I thank you guys for participating in the chat, and I appreciate you guys on the panel going through this whole thing with us as well. This is a great show. And so we're going to Psychic Anonymous, please ask your question. And story time, we're going to answer your question right now. So as far as love, that's a great question right there, actually. Although that's actually a really good question. So anybody want to go first on that one?
I'll go.
Okay.
All right, so love to me is where you get to tell the person about your flaws, and they understand your flaws. They understand what you are heading for in your life, and they accept it. I feel like accepting plays a big part of a relationship and a big part of love, because when you accept,
if I can share this,
you get the whole judgment thing out the way. You know, people naturally judge. So when you get that out the way and you see the naked truth, you know, like you see it for what it is and you accept it for what it is and you love them for accepting who they are, that is, like, in my eyes, what love is. And I feel like also, you know, just like catering to them and them catering to you, and you know, like just understanding them too. Understanding yourself, understanding them, and yeah, like I feel like love is that. You know, I feel like love is love is there. Love is there when you want it, and when they want it. So that's my definition of love.
Okay.
Okay.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
All right.
Comac?
Am I next?
Comac?
Yeah.
I'll go last.
Okay.
You're going second to last, world.
You know, if I'm next, I'll just go ahead and say it. Obviously, there's different degrees of love, and you know, I think in a lot of ways, love can't be defined because it's something that's kind of custom. It's different maybe for everybody, and it's a very powerful thing in the same fashion. It's all around us, yet it's very reserved and sometimes reclusive, and it's interesting. Love is a very interesting thing. It's like its own creature. So I think to really define love is to live a full life. Maybe like the older generation, I'd like to hear what they have to say, because they might be onto something. I don't know. Honestly, that's the question. So I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm on the spot, but that's my honest opinion, my view on it.
Nice. I like that. That's very genuine too. Very genuine.
Thank you.
So Will's, you're next. And Psychic Anonymous, we're gonna get to your question next too. We're gonna get to your question. And Brian says that love is an action. It is taking care of someone for 24 years when they are and when they aren't. It is trying to fill in the empty or missing parts of a partner.
Wow.
Wow, that was good.
That's powerful. Wills?
Will's what?
You
Love is happiness.
Okay. And you did say that yesterday.
I like that.
That's it. Love is
simple.
happiness. When
That's simple.
You're happy with it. When you do things that make you happy, you're in love with it. Like when you rap, you fall in love with rap. You know what I mean? Like
you right.
That's all it is. Love is happiness. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to World Media.
No, he was being asked the question.
World Media, we're bringing you Colorado stuff. We're repping Colorado. And I love to rep Colorado. I love the rep. I love the Colorado to everybody. So check
Sure.
the comeback. Mailman's on the vlog too.
So a couple things. Tell Joby every time he comes in there and he's getting chatty, we can hear him because even though you got the headphones on,
All right.
your microphone is still just out there.
My fault.
But it's all good. That's all good. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to let y'all know how this thing is playing out.
Okay.
Yeah, this is day one on this too. This is the first time we did something like this.
This is cool.
At Will's World, you're funny. Love is happiness. Love is patience, kindness, hope, etc. Expressed in the way that you consider that others be yourself.
Absolutely.
So with the love thing, I always wonder, right? Because, you know, and I always go back and forth with this, and I was kind of alluding to it last night, but it's like what I've been seeing, and this is just what I see in 2018 in my environment, right? So this is definitely not for everybody, or this is not something that happens to everybody, but for the whole love thing, what I've been seeing is like, it seems like what people are categorizing as love, maybe there needs to be a different word for it, because a lot of times, although love is happiness, although every time you think about a good thing, you want to call it love with someone, but it seems like every time you decide to be in love with someone, a lot more of those negative emotions come about. And this is just from what I see, like, you know, once it's like, okay, I love this person, but that's like the person you argue with the most. That's like the person you can't stand the most. And a lot of times people will say that they hate a person, but in reality, love and hate, like when you hate a person, it's not necessarily the opposite of love, because a lot of the people that you love, you kind of hate them too sometimes, you know? So it's like, it's like when you say you love someone, it's like, what are we really talking about at this point? It's like, you know what I mean? Are we talking about happiness? Are we asking the question, what makes you happy? You know what I'm saying? Because when you say, what is love? It's like, okay, is this thing that just makes you full of emotion? Like what Will said, when you rap and then you become full of emotion. You know what I mean? Like, or when you see the sunrise and you love to see the sunrise every day, are you just full of emotion about the sun rising every day? You know what I mean?
Well, I know exactly what you're saying. I do. And I feel I can expound on it just a tad bit more. I think matter of fact, I know Will said what he said. I feel like happiness, for me at least, no disrespect to Will, but happiness is very temporary. Like happiness, like you said, it's just like happiness. It's like whatever makes you happy, it makes you happy. But I feel like a lot of it has to do with a lot of happiness comes from different things. You know, it comes from whatever you feel that makes you happy. But maybe if people start to see things more of like what really fulfills them, that can be a lot more different than just saying the word happiness or you know, because when I make music, I get a deep fulfillment. Like fulfillment is a forever lasting feel. Like that is strong. Fulfillment makes me feel greater than happiness. Like I am there with that particular thing. So I guess for me, I try to take out the context of like happiness, because happiness can get so misconstrued and so like just a throwaway word in my book at least. And I feel like, hey, I'd rather be fulfilled and more more at peace with the thing that I'm doing than just to be happy at that moment, and then the next moment I feel a certain sort of way. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, love is what you make it.
Exactly. Exactly. You're not wrong. Very true. Love is what you make it.
So the next thing, Psychic Anonymous asked, for the guys, is if you have been hurt in love, do you really think the best way to go is away from all women when that was the past and with certain people? So basically saying, like, as far as the MGTOW thing, is that what you're saying, Psychic Anonymous? Like, as far as this whole MGTOW thing, being hurt in a situation and now you want to like move away from women because you were hurt in a situation instead of finding a better woman or being able to stand up and say, I was knocked down by that situation, but I'm not going to let it knock my whole life down and go a whole completely different way. Is that what you're saying, Psychic Anonymous? Okay.
Wow.
And again, that's why last night, if you watched the live stream from last night, the one thing I was really trying to stress is that I'm not necessarily MGTOW, because me personally, I mean, I've always decided to go my own way, but I've not, like, I've been hurt in relationships, you know, and I've hurt women in relationships, right? Unfortunately. But it's not something that I like intend to do from the gate. But
how could you?
What'd you say, Wells? Could you repeat that, Wills? I didn't catch that.
Wait, he's on. Are you on mute? That's those acting skills.
But basically what I was saying was, like, you know, again, we are all gonna get hurt. It's just you gotta be careful. Maybe how much time you invest in someone, or again, going back to the love thing, how much emotion that you are going to invest in a person. You know what I mean? Maybe not investing all of the emotion and all of it, right? Because Wills, they love you, man. They love you, Wills. But you know, maybe in this instance, like, maybe that's it, because so I've personally seen men get to a point where they're so heartbroken that they decide that they want to take the woman's life or even take the kid's life. Like, I feel like you cannot be that invested, you know, and set yourself up for the heartbreak like that. You know, you have to.
Robert wants to join, by the way.
At least have a few of your dimes in another barrel. At least have, not have every 100% invested in it. Then if the thing goes bad.
Eric. Wait, now, man.
Yo.
Did you read what Eric said?
Let's see. Most men hurt women before women hurt the men. Exactly. And, you know, that's not even true. The person who feels like they're about to get hurt hurts the person. That's
exactly.
That's deep.
Now, a good person is going to try to sit down and talk it out. But if you feeling super insecure, you feeling like a thing is about to happen, then you're going to try to make that maneuver. Now, Eric, you know what I'm saying? You might feel like, look, I'm finna make that move before the move gets made on me. And that's why you might feel like most men make that move. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know?
Nothing wrong.
But I bet if you are truly in love with that person, you're going to take a step back and say, wait a minute, let me talk it out before I just try to end it. Or if you feel like you're going to be able to do without that person, you're going to end it before they end it with you. But if you feel like you can't be without that person, you ain't just going to end it. You're going to try. You're going to do something, try to talk it out. You're going to try to do something. Or you're going to be like these dudes that end up taking it to the limit. You know, if you just can't live without the person, you don't have to take it to the limit, you know. And luckily, me personally, I'm just not like that. I'm just like, I'll just go. Self-defense. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Now, I was just going to say, in addition to that, a lot of people self-react before they even, make a decision. Like, the decision is more important than you reacting out of anger or out of whatever emotion made you trip out to where you're at now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and let me just say that absolutely, Psychic Anonymous, I think that wanting to take someone's life is a different thing altogether. But all I'm saying is, some people get to that point where today everything is good, but if you leave me, I'm going to take everybody's life, including my own, that I can take. I'm not saying I'm like that. I'm absolutely not like that. And I don't agree with that absolutely at all. I don't agree with that. That's a whole nother thing. That's like you need some type of help. But the help you need is don't be putting all your eggs in that one basket. You need to take a step back and understand that that's not the end of the world. That's what it is. And I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm not in agreement of that. I don't know, Psychic. I mean, in 2018, there are things that will take anybody to the limit. There's a thing that can take anybody to the limit. I'm not saying that thing for me is women. I'm just saying that for me, it's not women. It won't take me to that edge. But unfortunately, in the news, in this day and age, women will take some men to that point. And that, I think, is one of the reasons for this whole MGTOW thing. Because it's like, hold on, fellas. Come on now. Before you start killing everybody, let's take a step back and get yourself together. Yep. Because unfortunately, that is happening. Like, again, I'm in Colorado right now, and there was just a situation up the road. I don't know if you guys heard about this, where a guy, like, they just found a woman in a site, right? Like a project, like they're building something. They just found the woman buried there, and now the husband is a suspect. Come to find out, the kids are dead too. Like, it's like this whole big thing now. And the dad or the father, the husband is the main suspect right now.
That's crazy.
He was a MGTOWing.
So I have a serious question for all MGTOW members.
And I don't know if anyone in here is a MGTOW member. Maybe on the playback, somebody will be able to answer this. But I'm not MGTOW. I'm not saying I'm for that acronym. But go ahead, though. That's very scary. That's very scary story time.
Way right now. That's crazy. You are going your own way.
But I mean, I may be going my own way, but this is just what Scotty was talking about. This is just being a leader. You know, if people need to look to me to be a poster child, I'll do that. I'll be a poster child for being a leader. And taking my own path, but I'm not necessarily jumping on board with MGTOW. That ain't me. I'm just a normal guy. If you want to call it an alpha male, I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm just doing my thing. But I still love women, and men going their own way. To me, sounds like a group of men going over here chatting about women. And I'm not no chatty patty, and I don't want to necessarily be in a group with a bunch of men. I'd rather be in a group with a bunch of women. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
I think that women are already going their own way. Story time. I think that's where this whole thing came about.
That's exactly true. Because they are.
Story time. To answer your original question, what takes me to the edge? I really. You know what?
No chatty patty.
What takes me to the edge is I don't know, if I guess things dealing with my son. Those are really the only things that take me to the edge. But I have a very, very long fuse. I've learned to have a very long fuse. So if my fuse gets lit, it can go out before it gets to the dynamite. So I won't necessarily get pushed to the edge, but I'm just saying that everybody has their edge point. For most people, it's their mama or whatever, but it's like, what do they do when they have went their own way and they had physical needs that a woman must supply, and they are tired. That again, that's why I'm saying I don't. But the thing about it, though, Psychic Anonymous, I want to tell you that the MGTOW thing, what they're saying is you can actually have multiple women. in this whole thing. So it's not necessarily about not being with the woman, it's about the relationship aspect of it, and it's about the marriage aspect of it. So that's more about what the whole thing is about. Yeah, kids are the soft spot. Like for me, that's really it. It's like really nothing can get me down or get me aggravated or get me going, but it comes to my kid now, you know. That's really the only thing that I could think about. Other than that, I'm like happy-go-lucky, and I'm willing to chat it out. I'm willing to chat it out. Happy-go-lucky.
Still with us? Comac looks like so engaged.
Comac, how you feeling right now, Comac?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm actually reading about this dude Reggie, who started the whole Midland.
Midtown. We said Midland.
Sorry, I'm thinking on Narnia.
The Midland. Yeah, Psychic Anonymous though. Yeah, the whole Midtown thing, and Comac's going to give us some information on it here shortly. But I believe it's a lot dealing with. You still deal with women. You just don't deal necessarily with women as far as the relationship and how deep you're going to take it into the relationship. We getting in here heavy. We got 8 watching right now. You know, give us a thumbs up if you're still watching, if you haven't already. You know, say hello. I'll put that banner in there so that you could actually read it. I'm gonna have to move it. Let me move the banner because we got the guys in here tonight.
You got to do this.
Hold on.
Too.
Yo, is Reggie Yates this black dude with the painted nails?
Well, he's done he's an actor. He's a British actor.
Yes or no? Is he the guy with the painted pink nails?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I'm just kidding.
This guy looks like a lame, bro. This guy looks trash. Like,
are you serious?
Bro,
he's on Doctor Who.
Hold on, I gotta look.
He's a British actor. He's on Doctor Who, and he put out some kind of like documentary last year called Outside Man on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Really?
So let me
answer a lot of stuff.
Let me answer a question here.
All right, go ahead.
Story time. You know, again, I'm not defining MGTOW. So at this point, I think it could be what you're saying. Just friends, buddies. Remember that Music Soul Child? Y'all remember that? Bed buddies.
Yo, Psych is a little confused about the concept, bro.
Hold on, we're gonna get into it. So if you have kids with women but going your own way, isn't that contributing to a broken home? You know what? As far as a broken home, I think that's just a status quo defined situation. I feel like last night, what I said on the live stream, and this isn't necessarily a belief of mine or isn't a belief of mine, but you know, in some cultures, they say that the parents don't choose the child chooses the parents, you know, in some metaphysical senses, right? So it's like, with that being said, if the home is already broken, like if you get with a woman, you have a child with a woman or a man you barely know, you don't have anything in common, you might be the same in a lot of aspects, which isn't necessarily good because opposites are generally what attract. So in a lot of these things, when it comes to relationships, you know, a lot of people get pregnant before the pregnancy is the first thing. Like before you get to know the person, before anything happens, you already pregnant. So a lot of times staying with the person, you know, just because you guys had a child together, I don't necessarily feel like that may be the best thing to do. And this is just me personally. And that's only because, again, you may not even know that person that well. It might have just been a child. So now everybody is just miserable because you guys have a child together when you could be separated, both have your lives together, have your things together, go after a person that you actually want to be with. And then it's not necessarily a broken home anymore. Once you establish a relationship with a person that you really want to be with, then your child has a stepfather or a stepmother. you know, in a happy relationship, as opposed to a relationship with mom and dad who's always arguing, who's always wants to do this, that, and the third thing, and no one's happy. Kids can't sleep because they always hearing the parents arguing. Nobody wants to come home at night. Everybody wants to be at. Now you at doing a work relationship. Like, we all go through these things that, you know, we know what's going to happen. So it's like, I would rather, if I mess around and get myself into a predicament where I am not fully invested in the woman, but I get her pregnant and she's not talking about abortion, we're not talking about going that way, I'm not going to disown my kid. But at the same time, I might not necessarily want to jeopardize my happiness to be in a relationship just because of the kid, right? Like, I still want to be happy. I still want to go through those things, but I'm not necessarily willing to live in a rut until the kids are like where they need to be. I'd rather find someone that I want to be with where the chemistry is there. Now I'm happy, they're happy, the child is happy, and I don't feel like that's a broken home at that point. But yeah, I feel like don't have kids first, but we all know things happen because sex happens. Maybe if you could have kids a different way than sex, or, you know, then maybe kids wouldn't happen first. But the sex is really what happens first. But I digress. We still in here?
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm here. That was deep.
That was really deep.
Did he just get done preaching?
Yeah, Psychics Anonymous. Yeah, you feel me? In terms of reincarnation and all that, right?
What do you, hold on.
Story time, I don't agree with the stay with for the kids only either. And that's what a lot of people get caught up in. They're talking about that's love, right? Oh, I'm staying here because I love him and I love her. And the kids, I want the kids to be happy because I love them. So I'm just going to put up with this situation as opposed to really being happy.
Okay. I mean, can I say something real quick? Absolutely.
No, go right ahead. I'm just reading the comments.
Okay. Well, on a side note, it definitely kind of pertains to the topic. You know, it seems to me, and this is just my viewpoint, you know, every scenario is different. And, you know, I'd be lying if I said most people that I know that are in relationships are like the coolest, you know, like I know a few people who are couples that are awesome. And I'm like, man, you know, when I meet my wife, like I hope we're somewhat like that, like traveling and having fun and making it spontaneous, and not everybody can do that. And I remember this one time I was in Hard Rock Casino in Tampa with my two friends, and I was single at the time. I don't really, you know, I might flirt with women without realizing it, just like having fun, just talking. And I hit on this girl, and she was with the older dude. She was really pretty. And I was like, hey, you know, like I'm Comac, like you want to go, you know, check out the casino with me? Like, she's like, oh, this is my man over here. And it was like this older guy and stuff. And I was like, are you happy? And she's like, no, but I'm content. And I feel like a lot of people, right? That's exactly where they're at. They're just content. They're afraid to speak up. You know, like as we get older, there's certain things that it's like it gets harder to say, this is what I want. You know, it might sound selfish. Yeah.
First of all, now I see why you put the Mac in Comac, just walking up on ladies like that. And then after she says she got a man, then you ask her if she's happy. Yo, my man got game though. First of all, but yeah, just staying because you're content. Shout out to my main man, Ronnie Rodman, man. He always told me, man, never settle. Never settle.
That's it.
It's like, no matter what, never settle. Because for what? You know? Because for what?
What's the old? How does it go?
Next time I ask a woman something and she tells me she has a man, I'm following up immediately with, "Are you happy? Are you happy?"
Yeah, what was it? Don't settle for less because you'll end up getting less than what you settled for. Than what you really want.
Man, I gotta drop a flex bomb on that, man. Goodness. that was deep right there.
That was really good.
That was deep right there.
Right. Oh wait, he didn't know
it. Scotty, I love your shirt.
Yeah, that's Psychics Anonymous. At Comac, that's not true happiness. It may be true security.
I mean, and that's another thing too. Like,
but
there's different levels of being content, and there's different levels of security. And once again, everything is custom. Like, everybody's brought up differently. Certain people are able to not do what their parents did, if that makes sense. Like, I know it's a double negative, but like, I've known people, they're just way different than their family, and they make it work, you know?
Right.
And it almost seems like that's kind of how you kind of have to be a weirdo to thrive. Like,
I definitely think that
in a cool way though. Like,
yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with being a bit nerdy. I think that if we all weren't a bit nerdy, I don't think any of us would be doing this right now and in here doing what we're doing right now. So, like, I think it's good. But I think that the security part is a big thing too. I think it's a lot of people are scared to dangle on the edge of life like that, you know, or take this life on by themselves.
Right.
I think that a lot of people. Oh, go ahead, Wills. Wills, giving us some sneak peeks into that new one.
Yo, no lie, no man, Comac, like, bro, you making me feel like I need to settle. Well, no, not settle, but you making me feel like I needed to try to get like at like an older woman, bro. Because all these girls that are my age, no, for real, dude. All these girls that are my age, they're not on the wave that we're on. Like, oh, I want to go out and party. I want to go drink. I want to get messed up. And I'm like, fam.
I mean, you gotta go to parties sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it's good.
Sometimes.
There's nothing wrong with parties. I mean, you know, I know.
You're a rapper, so you know.
You know.
That's why I say, Scotty, that's why I say you might need to take your show on the road, because I feel like it's not necessarily because, you know, women mature faster than men in most cases. So a lot of times there are places where the women are they just got their head in the sand right now. And men are the same way. You know what I mean? You are just, you know, probably, you know, ahead of your time. So although you feel like it's the women your age aren't on your level, you probably are on the level of a 30-year-old or, you know, someone even older. So it's like,
right. I mean, way more than me.
You know, it realistically, it might be what you're attracted to and what attracts to you. You might have to figure out how to attract something different, because that silliness, that just may be what you're attracting. Because, you know, a lot of us are attracted to a certain woman, and we always fall for that type, like that Jamie Foxx joint. I know y'all heard that one.
Yeah, it is dessert time.
But a lot of us fall for that same type of woman that we keep falling for, and we tell ourselves like, man, I keep falling for the same type of woman. Every time I get a woman, she's got these same traits, and that's because that's what you're attracting. So it's like you kind of have to even figure out how to maybe stop attracting that same type of woman, or figure out how to find women in different areas. That's the thing about it, because I mean, you know, nothing wrong with younger women. They keep you in a certain mindset. They keep you in a certain mindset.
Oh, yeah.
Keep you young.
I agree.
Nothing wrong with being nutty. At Scotty, that's the same reason younger women date older men, right?
Very story time.
At Will's World Media, dessert time? Is it dessert time, Will's World?
Dessert.
Yeah, he's eating like little Debbie's over there.
at the panel. How do you guys feel about dating older women? Dang, she just hit it right on the head. Well, obviously, STV,
Want to date him?
Scotty the vlogger, he don't mind at all. Brian said he's 49 with a 30-year-old and a heart of a 60-year-old. Okay. I am 49 with a 30-year-old heart and a 60-year-old body. My bad, Brian.
Oh, wait. I think I know what he's saying.
And it says, have you guys ever heard of the life-like sex dolls? Heck yeah. They have ones that are customized to your liking in terms of MGTOW. Do you think that this would be a good replacement for a woman?
Nah, fam. Nah. No. Not at all. Nothing.
Let me hold on now. I'm about to.
I got kicked out.
You just went out and came back.
What happened, fam?
I had to rejoin. I got kicked out.
It kicked you out?
I'm dead serious.
It's all that little Debbie mukbanging you doing. They kicked you out. Little fat boy mukbang.
Fat boy.
I'm going back on mute.
Most expensivest. Yes, yes. Brooklyn King. Yes. Yes. Thank you. And thank you, Brooklyn King, for updating your name. I was going to tell you to update your name. I was just going to tell you to do that. So I appreciate you doing that. I know it's you. But
that was still Eric? Okay.
Yeah, that's E Dizzle. Yeah.
What you doing, boo-boo? What are you doing?
But yes. The arguments are non-existent. Two things. That makes the assumption that you only need a man has for a woman. That makes the assumption the only need a man has for a woman is sex.
Yes.
As age, you need women for many more reasons.
Good
Not
point,
even
Brian.
if you on good game, you need a woman from day one.
It's not only about the sex, it's about
it's not about the sex.
everything that they give. But what Psychics is saying, you know, have you guys ever heard of the life like sex? You know,
hold on. So hold on, let me cut back.
Come back.
So she said Storytime says, how do you feel about older women? About dating older women? So the thing about dating older women with me, and again, I'm gonna let everybody have a turn. I'm gonna go first because I went last the other time. I feel like the thing about older women is that, you know, they can be spent. Hi, Maya. So the thing about older women is that they can be spent. And if a woman is spent, then that's what I mean by spent. I mean, just like, you know, all of her resources are exhausted. I mean, her mind, body, everything is just exhausted. And so you can't really talk to her. She's set in her ways, those sort of things. She's not keeping herself fit mentally and physically, those sort of things. I think if she's doing all these things, she's not necessarily spent. I feel like I'm with it. I'm with it. But it's like, you know, like I said before, in this reality, in this world, before this reincarnation, Psychic is Anonymous, while we're in this incarnation, I feel, you know, we're gonna pass at some point. So I feel like dating older people, if they're not keeping up with themselves, then that may not be a healthy thing for you, because like younger women keep you young. Older women, if they ain't necessarily trying to keep themselves young, they gonna make you old. You see what I mean? And so that's just my view. That's just my view, though. That's just the Nelman. What do you guys think?
I agree. You know, you don't want someone that is like one-minded or a person who is going to hold you back. I feel like whether they're older or younger and they have a good mindset and they know what they want, then, you know, you guys can work with each other. But you don't want to be like held back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I see it. So I kind of get where you're coming from too, now, man. Bellman has it right.
A little, right? I'm a little.
Bell man.
I mean, and again, I'm just saying. You know, this is just me. I like older women because I've seen some older women, and like for instance, you see a woman in this age. You know how the old saying goes. You see this woman, and then you see her mom. Then you know what this woman's gonna look like in that many years, right? So if the mom is still looking like the daughter,
That's not entirely true, though.
You're right. But I'm saying if the daughter is looking like, if the mom is looking like the daughter, as opposed to the daughter already looking like the mom, you know what I'm saying? And they got those kind of genes, and the mom is keeping up with herself and that sort of thing, and the daughter is getting older, then you can kind of see where it's going to head, right? You can kind of tell.
Yeah. Okay.
And I feel like in 2018, you can keep up with yourself. As many gyms as there is and everything, like you don't just got to get old and decrepit. You can go on YouTube and put in a video and get motivated for some sit-ups and some push-ups or something. Like even dudes, even men, no. I'm not just saying women. Like you can be motivated to not just be a couch potato and just be, well, we married now. You just got to love me for me now. Like, nah, come on, man. Come on.
You're right. You're not. I could tell. Like you're not the person that's like, oh, when I get older, I'ma stop right here. Like that's the worst mindset. You never want to be like, I'ma stop here. Everything is good. I'm good. I have a great life. Like you gotta always, get better. Always be willing to learn. Always be willing to, do things out of the ordinary.
Absolutely.
I guess we're saying that out of all of us right here, only Comac and Scotty are the ones down with MGTOW.
Hold on. Before that question is answered, I want you guys to tell me what you think about older women, though. About dating older women.
Nothing ventured is nothing gained.
Very straight to the point.
So we're all into it, is what you're saying.
What, older women?
Older women.
I mean, it has its advantages. It has its disadvantages.
True. Yeah. Advantages, disadvantages. That goes with everything, though.
Goes with everything. So again, but nobody is saying a full nay, is what we're saying.
How about you, bro? How about now, man?
Oh, I was the first one. I just told you. I'm not opposed to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to it.
Scotty, have you ever been with an older woman before? Like 5 years older? I know you're young, but
no, I haven't. But on Tinder, I came across one Tinder girl or woman, whatever you want to call it. Come to find out she was a catfish.
Did you say Tinder?
I think you did.
Bro, yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Oh.
Dude. I could tell you that story.
Hold on, share that with hold on, team. If you don't mind, ST Vizzle, can you share that with us? Can you share this whole thing? Because I'm not a Tinder dude. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with Tinder. I'm just not a Tinder dude. So can you share this with us? Like kind of what happened there? I'm just listening.
I got you. I don't be using Tinder like that anymore because of this story. Nah, like I'm gonna tell you why I don't use it anymore because of this story. So this girl, I'm not gonna say no names, but
please don't.
She had a nice picture online, very cool, very cordial looking. She had like a really nice she looked like one of those like office ladies that worked in like a corporate company with like the sexy glasses. Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to Mac. I'm like, all right, I'm not getting anywhere with this. And then I stopped talking to her. She hits me up 2 days later on some like, oh, my bad, I was busy, but what's up though? So I'm like, all right, cool. And I continue to talk. And we were talking about like movies and stuff, just a very baseline conversation. I felt like it wasn't getting anywhere. After the movie that she claimed that she loved, she was like, oh, we got to hang out. We got to watch it on Netflix. So I'm like, oh man, this lady, she's pretty cute. She lives pretty close to me. It was very quick and weird how fast it escalated to that, because I just said, do you like this show or this movie? And she was just like, yeah, I love that. Let's do it. Let's watch it. And I'm like, all right. I thought it would have been like, kind of hard to get that out of her, but she was really like fast with it. So I'm like, all right, that's kind of weird. Strike one. But I'm like, cool. I was 19 at the time. I was just like, you know what? Let me just test the waters. Let me see how it is.
Absolutely.
So, I'm just like, all right, cool. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen next? And I'm kind of just like chilling. And she's like, let's meet up here at this time, at this hour, da da da. So we're like, I'm telling her the logistics of where I'm at, and she's just like, cool, you're really close, and we eventually meet up. But before I get there, I was, when you get like that weird tingling sensation inside where your body is like, yo, don't go in this situation, it can be kind of bad.
Yes.
But yeah, your third eye was letting you know someone's right.
Yeah. So
scared a bit.
So I still did it. I still went. Oh no. And this is when it gets very bad.
Oh my goodness. This is story time with Miss Ty. This story time with Scotty the Vlogger, ain't it? Story time?
Yo, bro.
Story time. He in your bag, ain't he?
I get to the house. The house is very closed in. It was like a complex, but it was like that one house that like was very back in the distance, far away from civilization. Kind of looked like a scary movie. But I'm like, hey, I'm 19. I'm talking to this banging, MILF looking girl. So yeah, my mindset was completely like out of this world. But I'm like, word, let me just do it. Get to the house, knock on the door. I get no, like, nobody. I felt like nobody was there. Like, that was the vibe I was getting. So I kept knocking. And I looked like a crazy man just knocking on the door. And nobody's answering. So I'm like, all right, you're not home, I'm guessing.
What?
She's like, oh, I'm here. I'm just like trying to get ready. I'm like, but don't you want to watch the movie inside? Like, where are you trying to? She's like, well, like, I just want to get ready. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like, can I come in? She's like, no. Give me like 5 minutes. That literally took like 20 minutes. And I'm just like, okay, this is cool. Just waiting. And I was kind of getting nervous because I'm like, man, this is my first date with an older chick. I don't know what's going to happen. I might mess up.
There's a nightmare on my street.
So as I'm like thinking all this crazy stuff in my mind, the door creeps open. Bro, it creeps open mad weird. And like she comes out and she looked nothing like the picture, bro. Nothing.
Oh.
She like looked kind of chunky. No disrespect. Like no disrespect towards bigger women. I do have like I like bigger women, but she just lied about how she looked. Like she looked nothing like the picture. So I was like dumbfounded, and I'm like, whoa. And she brought me in her house. Her sickly grandmother is like cooking up a storm in the kitchen. I'm like, she's like, hi baby, how you doing? And then I'm just like, hey, what's going on? And she's like, come upstairs, let's go in the room. And I go in the room, bro, the room's mad cold. Cigarette butts on the floor, half 40 ounces. Like, I'm like, dude, you got a party in here? She's just like, no, I just do that on the reg. I'm like, ew, so you smoke cigarettes and drink 40s? Like, that's just me. Like, I just don't like, I find that like unattractive. Like, but she does that. And I'm like, you know what? Nah, I messed up. I took an L, So I felt very lost. I felt like I failed myself,
It was a learning experience.
Exactly. But at the time, I'm like, no, I messed up. I'm a bad person. But anyways, I'm sitting on the bed with her, and she's like, so we're gonna watch the movie, right? I'm like, yeah. So I put it on, and we're watching it. And she tries to put her arm around me, and I kind of do I duck my head underneath her arm, and I put her arm on her side, and I'm like, let's not escalate so fast to this. Let's just watch the movie.
That was wise.
And she's like, no, let's let's do something else. I'm like, I don't know about that. I was a virgin at the time as well. And then she just like, come on, let's just do it. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I no, I don't know what you're saying. She just like, come on, don't be afraid. And I'm like, in my mind, you're not even the girl that I was talking to for all these days. Like, who are you? You know? And it just was really weird. And after all that happened, she finally felt the need to take a shower. It was weird. Like she got ready, put mad makeup on, and then out of nowhere she went to take a shower.
Oh,
So she went in the
Don't
bathroom.
have to mute it,
Right
Coleman.
there,
Don't have to mute it.
sorry.
right there, it's all good. Right there, I'm like, you know what? It's my time to go. Like the shower part was like, that's my cue to go. So I hit on my boy. I hit on my boy, and I'm like, hey, bro, I'm in a situation where I don't know what to do. He's like, what situation are you in? I'm like, I got catfish. He's like, yo, run. So when he said run, I'm like, say no more. So I hung up the phone. I hung up the phone. As I got out the room to get all like my stuff and stuff, like all my stuff, she came out the bathroom and she didn't have the towel on like a girl. She had it on like a man. Like the towel was on her torso. So her,
Well, she said she was a virgin? Hold on. They said not the big V.
No, I said I was a virgin, bro.
Oh, you were a virgin at the time? Or you just said that?
Oh, boy. That's crazy,
yeah, so
dude.
like, bro, like after that, when she
Hold on 2 seconds.
like,
were you actually a virgin or were you just saying that?
No, I actually was a virgin. Like, I honestly was.
The tender version.
Nah.
So you was a virgin going on Tinder. Yo, you were bold, bro.
Well, dude, like I said, like being like the way how I was thinking back then was really like not right. Like I thought by going on Tinder, I was gonna find someone that I truly liked, and she was gonna so happen to be like the love of my life and the perfect girl and the way how she looked, and it wasn't, you know. And like I left the house, I said to her that I needed to get my mind right. Mind you, I'm 19. Who be saying that they need to get their mind right at the age of 19? Like, come on, bruh. So I said that to her. She's like, "What you talking about?" I'm like, I'm just a working man. I need to go get my mind right." And she's like, "You're not making any sense. You just want to go." And I'm like, "Hey, whatever you think, that's on you. I just gotta go." And I like left. And when I left, I forgot my wallet in her room, so I had to go back to the house. Yeah, bro, it was messed up.
Oh
it was
my
a bad
goodness.
experience.
The old
And that's why I don't go back on Tinder, bro. Yeah, I messed up.
I'm done.
So I went back in I went back in her room, got my wallet, and she's like, "Oh, you came back a second time?" I'm like, "Oh no, my bad, I just forgot something." She's like, "No, now you gotta stay." I'm like, "No, I gotta go." And we kept like going back and forth. I gotta go, I gotta stay, I gotta go. And then her grandma came in, she's like, "Oh, I thought you wanted some food." And then I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, no disrespect, but she's like, don't be so mean. I'm like, I'm not being mean. And I just left. I just ran. I left, called my boy. I'm like, yo, I got some stuff to tell you, man. He's like, all right, words. Let me know. And yeah, that was pretty much it.
Hey, whoa.
I don't go on it.
That was a get out situation right there, boy. That was a get out.
It was like a
yeah,
movie.
They didn't have Tinder they didn't have Tinder back in my day.
What did they have like AIM or like MySpace?
They had AIM, I think, like later on in the years. When we was, they didn't,
AOL.
Yeah, that's AIM.
AIM? Yeah. AIM was pretty popping too.
So hold on, that was a great story. So I just wanted to go back though, because she said that, how about if an older woman can rock your world? And to that I say, them older women, they can turn you out. Okay. So that's something different, right?
Absolutely.
Wait. No, man.
They can turn you out. And
what do you mean by turning you out?
Oh boy. They do stuff that a young woman wouldn't necessarily be down to be doing.
Gotcha.
As far as that's what she's saying, talking about rocking your world. You know what I'm saying? They put it on you. They put it on you. Now that's a different story, because then if you run into that now, then you might be just stuck. You might, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different situation. That's just, you know, one of those situations where you ain't going nowhere because you turned out. That's like, you know, that's something different. But
how can you get out of that?
Shoot, man, I don't even know, man. You're gonna have to like get your mind right and understand that it ain't.
He said
that it's usually like a lemon.
But see, that's the thing. Hold on. No, man.
Lava lamp
Since we're on this topic, because I know there's a lot of people that probably went through the same situation I did, and that's probably like stuck in it. Like how would they get out? Like, what should they do?
You talking about the Tinder situation?
Well, I mean, no, just like, you know, interacting with the older women, that can take you out.
Sorry about that.
Oh, well, when I say turn you out, I want to be very clear. I'm talking about she put that thing on you, and now you stuck.
Okay, I got you.
I want to be very clear. I'm talking about she doing some things to you and for you and on you. She rocking your world.
Mm-hmm.
And then you like can't get enough.
Keep on rocking.
It's like a succubus. And you getting like, you know what I'm saying? You can't get enough of it. That's something different. Now that's Lockhead Boss Lady, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining.
Hey,
matter of fact, time out, everybody. This is the reason why I'm doing this.
What?
Shout out to Lockhead Boss Lady.
Shout out.
See, I'm learning the OBS. This is why I did this tonight, Lockhead, is because of you. I've seen that you were talking about how you were having the difficulties. I don't know if you can do it from your phone, but I'm doing this from the webcam. The OBS, as you can see, I got it working. This is my first time doing it because earlier today I seen you talking about it. So I got out of your live and I started working on it. I started working on it and then I got here. So I was able to make a little banner. I was able to get the Hangouts into the OBS and get the green screen going. Now the lava lamp, that's real. That's actually, man, the lava lamp, shout out to the lava lamp. It's doing its thing.
Yeah, I like the lava lamp with the newsroom. Like it's like
different newsroom though.
It's like the world. It's like the world newsroom.
Is a suit.
International. What's up?
Comac.
Yeah.
I said all he needs is a suit.
I can't. Their volume's a little low, Scotty. What's up?
I said all he needs is a suit.
Oh yeah, all he needs is some soup.
No.
He said all he needs is some soup. That was hilarious.
A suit. A suit.
Oh, a suit. Oh.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, he's right. All he needs is some soup. He looks hungry.
Yo, get a suit and drink some soup. Like eat some soup.
Hey, there we go. Okay. Comac got some bars.
Hey, change the background for us.
Yeah, I wanna.
Lockhead Boss Lady, watch this. I'm gonna change this up. I'm still working on this. So if you need some help, watch the playback of this video. I was doing a lot of chatting about it, but it's not as hard as you think. Number one,
it's not that hard.
Number two, I don't know if you want to download SLOBS, which is Streamlab OBS, because that one I was having a hard time with. I just did the regular OBS. That Streamlabs OBS was crashing and it was doing some stuff. It was beta now. But it's the beta version. So, Lockhead Boss Lady, if you already have your OBS, I'm going to show you a couple things that I just was working on. I'm still working on it too, matter of fact, because I wanted to bring up a little thing here. We're talking about them toppy bots and those sex bots. But the sex bots, just going back to that briefly, the sex bots
Change the
There are
background.
male versions too, though. There are male versions of those sex toys too now. Them
Have y'all ever
silicone.
seen Rick and Morty with the futuristic one? For
Yeah,
Morty?
yeah, but I'm talking about real ones. Matter of fact, let me see if I can bring up another page for the team.
Bring up another page.
Y'all are being serious.
Yeah, we told
Oh,
you.
wow.
We do this.
Yeah, okay.
First of all, at Lockheed Boss Lady, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to hop into a different background real quick.
Hop into the other newsroom. Switch
All right.
newsrooms on with it for us.
All right, I'm going to hop into the other newsroom.
We need a sports update.
Hey, my daughter went to sleep. I gotta get up. Oh.
Yo, I got my sports beer. I need a sports update.
Oh, I don't even want to see a male version of sex doll. That's probably scary.
Is that really what's happening? What I get myself into?
Black
What
man.
happened?
I like that.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold
you're
on.
liking like okay.
These are the different ones. I'm just going through them right now for Lockheed Boss Lady.
I like the
Bubbles.
Boca, yeah, it's a bit much. It's a bit excessive.
Phone's dope.
Hey, another
That's like nature. Yeah, the newsroom is dope.
Are you at
That's
the
what
lake?
it means. Speaking
Oh,
business.
yo, he's at the lake right
Oh,
now.
can he get you like at a stadium?
That one's good too. I like how you got the writing up there.
Thanks for stopping
Yeah.
by. Please say hello to the team in the chat.
Right, man.
So, this is what it is right now. You
It's
know,
awesome. Looks like a theater.
That's hilarious.
what'd you say?
This just in. Breaking news. World breaking news.
Because this behind me is
It's
just
just in world breaking news. MGTOW or not MGTOW? That is the question.
That'd be
big
perfect.
cow sometime.
The male version of sex dolls. Yes. Story time with Miss Ty. The male sex dolls, like, so I don't know if y'all watch Viceland, but on Viceland they were showing the male versions and the female versions.
They
But-
did?
Yeah, they showed the male versions and they showed a woman actually handling her business on the male version.
Oh,
God. On
and-
YouTube?
No, on Viceland. Viceland is a channel, and they just got all this weird shows. Like they didn't show her going in on it, but she was like she tested it out.
Gotcha.
I thought you said you were watching the Learning Channel.
On Viceland.
Okay.
You don't watch Viceland, Comac?
Yeah, I like the when they're working on cars and stuff. I'm learning.
So Lockheed Boss Lady, what you need to do is get your OBS going, and then you need to go, and then you need to Google some backgrounds. Once you Google once you download some backgrounds, then you basically just got to go into the OBS software. Like you can watch one of them quick tutorials. Oh no, I'm lagging.
No, you're straight.
No, you go.
Straight. I'm watching you on a cell phone. It's cool. Then I got the computer right here.
Hey, yo, I need a Mac, man.
Yeah, you gotta get a Mac. If you're an artist, you gotta get a Mac.
Yeah. Yo, Will, I need to teach you how to use Photoshop.
All right, Psychic Anonymous,
Yeah,
thanks again for stopping in. We really appreciate you stopping in for the chat and actually being engaged with us. It means a lot to me. I got you. I'll right back at you. So thanks again. Have a great night.
Thank you, Sykes.
Make sure you check out Will's World Media.
Make sure you check out Will's World Media. Make sure you check out Comac Strickland.
I love that lava lamp.
The vlogger.
I gotta give me one.
I know. I love it.
Perfect.
Yeah, check us out. This isn't gonna be the last stream, is it, no, man?
What'd you say?
Are you gonna do daily streams, or are you gonna do bi-daily?
I mean, it just depends on how I'm feeling, but I'm not gonna. I probably won't go no more than 3 days without a stream.
You're gonna do one tomorrow too.
With that,
let's go back in. Yes, she did enjoy the toy. What she was doing was like, had the toy got busy with it, and then was smoking a cigarette and was like, man, I don't even got to like. Now I ain't got to tell nobody to leave or nothing. Like she was doing all that type of stuff. Like she just kind of like rolled over and went to bed type.
It's crazy to think like that's probably gonna be the future. Like there's probably gonna be some people like that. Like 40 years.
Don't say that, man.
It's probably gonna be like that though.
Dude, we're losing interaction with others.
No, we're not.
Media, yeah, that started with social media.
I mean, we are and we aren't.
You remember that movie with Bruce Willis, Surrogates?
Yes.
Oh, that was deep. See, now you're like, you're getting deep on me with the whole.
Because it turned out basically that movie was about catfishing. It was like, you absolutely are not who you are in real life. You over here portraying a different avatar and all of that. Like, that's what that movie was about. It was about what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you hear Brian say that? No, man, you see that? He's right.
Yeah, no, I agree. I've been writing in there occasionally.
I put in everybody's
Wait, what does he mean?
Well, he's talking about you guys. You guys need to put some info in the site so people can go to your page and doing all that and get your info. Come at
got it.
I still love
Will's has been doing it all night.
What, just like say hi and stuff or put my link in?
Yeah, just put comments in the chat while we're actually talking too.
Got you. I'll do that right
It's
now.
just in. Breaking world news.
Yeah, Comac, put them in the chat. I think he did way earlier. I'm going to go put my daughter down.
I like this. This is like, I've never seen anything like this. No, man, I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. I've been wanting to do it. I told you I couldn't do it.
I like it. I want to see that one backdrop you were saying there. Last night, did you use the other backdrop? I didn't get to see the live chat yet from last night.
No, I didn't. I was on green screen. I didn't even have it set up last night.
Because remember you were talking about using that one backdrop?
Yeah, but I didn't even have it set up at all. Like the software, the OBS, I had to figure it all out.
So what you're saying is tomorrow you're going to use that backdrop?
Which one?
You guys can link.
With who you were saying. It was dope. It was gonna be
like in space.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yes. Oh, you wanted to be a surprise?
Yeah. Man,
I'll find
Brian, thank you for subscribing to me. Appreciate that.
Heck yeah.
Yes, I just got 2 new subscribers. Thank you guys.
Hold on, man. I don't know if
I should give a shout out.
Y'all using these crazy words and all that. Don't get me jammed up now.
He's getting jammed up.
It's all love.
It is.
Just show love to the team.
Thank you, Brian.
They drafted you.
I showed love to everybody.
You got drafted to the team.
Drafted to the team?
Yeah, thank you for drafting football to the team. Thank you for letting me draft you to my team.
How much
Anonymous, have a good night.
Here in like a minute. I don't got to work tomorrow, but I still got to put like one good power hour on this edit. It's coming, Comac. I'm working it.
You don't work. You just have fun all day.
I'm working it.
All right, that's what you call it.
It's right there. It's still in the editing blocks right behind me.
Yeah.
I'm working it.
I know. Have fun with it. You gotta have fun with what you're doing.
We had this first episode.
You get the best results. What's that?
Comac's birthday is Wednesday too.
It's just another day.
Oh. Wait, Comac, it's your birthday, bro?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hey,
shout out to Comac's birthday is Wednesday. We're gonna have to go do a live stream on that.
Comac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely do that. Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? Dang, I think I'm working Wednesday.
Bro.
I want to get in tips though.
Bro,
I get money. I'm getting those tips.
Cause I work too. I mean, it's already 10 right now.
Yeah, I'm working actually from like 1 to 9 on Wednesday, so I'm gonna make mad flow. Like, I don't want to jinx it though. I don't want to jinx it. I hope it's a decent day for tips. That's all I'm gonna say.
So we'll be able to go live at 10. Awesome. Sounds good.
Thank you, Brian. Cool. Thank you for the cool comment.
Yeah, Brian, I appreciate
Gotta be yourself. Gotta have fun.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
man.
we're all winded down now at this point. Thanks for stopping in. Story time.
All right, story time. Thank you for stopping in. You have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you for interacting with us. We really appreciate you. Make sure you check out these fellas' videos. And until next time, sweetheart, have a great night.
Great night, story time. Have a great night. Have a
all your
great night.
channels love. I don't know if Eric's in here. I think Eric dropped out, or he changed his name to like Brooklyn Bomber or something.
Yeah, he had to get off. He said it was story time with the fam.
Oh yeah, Brooklyn King.
I mean, he said it was movie night with the fam. Look, I'm looking at story time.
What happened to Robert though? I think Robert was trying to join earlier, but
Yeah. I seen that. He said, "Can he join?" But I don't know Robert.
I
wonder how he was. How did he actually ask to join?
No, I seen it in the chat, but things was going by so fast. We was like mid conversation, so it was like by the time we could even answer, it was already too late. I thought he was gone already anyway. But like, he wasn't like saying anything in the chat. I'm like, what? Why you need to join?
No, you can't just jump in like that.
Yeah.
You gotta talk. You gotta get to know you.
Gotta talk. Gotta see who you are. I mean, and he didn't even have a default picture. It was just like an arm.
Right.
No hatred towards him, but like you don't know who that is. So.
No man, what time you get off tomorrow?
I am in tomorrow's holiday, babe boy. I'm chilling.
Yeah, so you gotta go live again though, dude. Earlier.
Live again, go live again.
We'll get the panel back up.
Yeah.
We gotta get you some more subs, dude. That's why earlier I was doing all this networking, so all these randoms jumped in. You know,
I got you.
But yeah, like, this is gonna be the chat. James constantly jumping in here talking about awesome sauce.
Good one. You know it.
I seen him jumping. So he jumped in Lockheed's chat earlier.
Oh, did he? Yeah, he might happen to mine. But I don't. Yeah, he might happen to mine. But I'll tell you what, fellas. Looks like we've been going here for a minute. We've been going for a minute tonight.
How long?
Yeah. Over 2 hours.
Over
2 hours?
No way. Yeah.
No. We started like 9:30.
Actually, Comac, you weren't even in when we started, but
oh, that's true. I was on the highway, y'all.
We were going for about a good maybe hour 45 minutes prior to you.
Yeah. I was picking up Kenobi from work.
Oh, okay.
So, Kenobi. But yeah, I like that. What's that one thing you have, Nelman, with the gold, the round thing? It's like, yeah, you should open it and close with that, man. That thing's dope. Or, like, yeah, real slow. Yeah. Away from the mic to where it resonates just right.
Nice. Yeah, no, that would definitely be good.
You had it?
Definitely be good. I'd be like, hey, it's Nelman.
That sounds dope.
Yeah,
take care, Brian. I don't know if Brian's still in here.
You should open with that, close with that. But when you open with that,
thank you guys. It was a rough day and crazy. This topic held my mind a lot. Yeah, there will be half, 2/3 won't speak. Peace out, gentlemen. Watching for your future broadcast. Thanks, Brian, man. I can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
You know, you put your information on the line, and you know, I appreciate that, man. I hope we were able to help. I'm gonna start going live, man. That's what the Nelman is all about, man. Just, you know, giving up some good game, man. That's it. That's exactly what this is for. So, man, I appreciate you tuning in. You were here for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, man. You were meant to be here tonight, so I appreciate that. Have a great night, my man. And keep your head up, man. Stay strong. Keep your head up, man.
You the man, Brian. You the man.
This is a pretty good episode for the first one. It wasn't a bad turnout.
No, man, it wasn't. It wasn't.
All you need is really 4 or 5 people that are engaged, and you can talk for over 2 hours.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then it's gonna just build up from here.
Oh yeah.
This is only day 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get some love on the playback, and then from there we're gonna get, you know, it's gonna pop off.
So you gotta make sure you title this video real strategically. Like title this. I mean, you covered MGTOW yesterday, but you gotta title it something else, like chats with the family.
Yeah, part 2 maybe, or more.
Because we went deep into it, but this time we had way more involvement. Yesterday, me and you were just kind of winging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I guess we're gonna end it on this one. Let me see if I can. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can end the actual playback, the broadcast, and we might be able to still chat through the Google Hangouts, even. But I'm not gonna broadcast it on the show.
Okay.
Right.
Okay,
So it'll be a bit more private.
Yeah. Hold on.
Private chat.